I remember being nervous for Junior, you know.
Yeah.
A flare base hit for her, and the Orioles break open third inning. A couple of years ago, All-Star in 21. He drags this one foul out of play.
Just some of it.
One to him here. That's a ground ball, brush to second base. Sox will try to turn two.
Stretching.
Arias into second for the third out. Do you have to go or inning? Inning.
Maybe, yeah, backyard stuff. Yeah. I would have loved to play, you know, like organized softball even, but they didn't. I don't remember them. I don't.
Only Mike Cuellar.
No, it was all, but it was all those, you know, so many wonderful.
This one to deep left. That ball is off the wall, and Robert is into second. Can I ask you this? What was it?
You just have to commit to, you know.
Who's some of your favorite artists today that you like to listen to that really you really listen to?
I don't listen to my own stuff, but I listen to.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Adam Frazier pops one out of play. Orioles.
She knows her Oriole stuff now.
I can't get over the first baseball game being for the Orioles. And Grayson Rodriguez giving up a hit in the fourth inning. Greg, we were a little preoccupied up here in the booth.
Got into the stretch for the first time of the game. First pitch was 98, fastball down, located well.
That's fine. How many opportunities do you really get? Frazier strikes out another fastball up and away. That's 5 strikeout, league leader in walks. That's down the middle to Ryan McKenna. Struck out swinging his first time.
I can't imagine how hard it is defensively to sit behind that, knowing.
I mean, especially with the strikeouts too.
Been a lot of weak contact.
Well, that's been the story all year on Kopech. It's been his walks. He's
seventh pitch here to McKenna. Backup slider knocked out of play.
I thought you guys might get all the scoring done. I would have stayed down here.
Stick around.
Knock on wood, somebody do it for me.
That's inside. McKenna draws a walk. Fouled away 3 2-strike pitches, and
they were handle on it because I have no chance of throwing this guy out.
Yep, nothing. Adley already has one of those. That's squared up to the screen.
Work very deep in many games.
1-2 for Henderson.
Back on April the 15th, he went 5 innings against. Nice job by the youngster Corey Lee.
And then Henderson, just a little half swing, gashed into right field.
Gunnar Henderson almost took off. He's trying to time up Kopech, and he's already different lead.
He's going. Pitch is a good one to throw on, and Gunnar is in there anyway. His best efforts. And a curveball misses low for Santander. He was careful right around the corner, but it's deemed to batter either way. Now get through a base hit. Henderson around third. Makes an extra base 2. Ryan
thinking he should have been out of here.
Oh, maybe he should have, but he got a little help from Sosa.
And it's frustration for him. One, so many high expectations. A hard thrower, guy that threw 100 miles an hour now, and it's frustrating for all involved, because we talked to Jason Benetti and Steve Stone and others, and they said he is.
It's Robert double. Yohan Moncada sprays 97 out of play.
I feel like, and since coming back, man, he's pitched like a true number 1. That's what he's pitched like.
Lefty Moncada here. A couple of things here. The ground ball rate is up.
I think his changeup has been really good too, and all of his pitches, I think, are just sharper than what the. But then you realize, okay, if I'm gonna work deep in the ball games, and my job as a starter, especially now with a 7-man bullpen, I've got to figure it's been efficient, and he's been able to average 6 innings. As a matter of fact, he's averaging a little over 6 innings per start since.
And Yohan on the gap in left center there.
Adam Moncada, of course, it is reads on fly balls.
I'd like to know the distance you just ran, Greg, because you have returned. Actually,
I decided to go up through the stands, say hello to everybody.
Okay.
What was it like
getting lasers hitting to the stands?
I was standing next to Chris Davis when he got hit, and that swung really late. And I mean, you didn't have time to move, and it just hit him right in the jaw and broke his jaw. And I remember him on.
Little ricochet, maybe. You survived.
I survived.
You lived to tell the tale. Lenyn Sosa takes strike one. Orioles have played, as of tonight anyway, they will have played. 3-2.
And didn't it just look like Russ?
Not that one. That is triple digits, folks. Rare back a little extra that time. A little sweeping slider.
So, and it's not going to be the same kind of velocity here. Sammy Peralta averages 90 on his
block aspect. One's coming back at us. But I mean, you have to have a
one-sided conversation on the White Sox bench.
Sometimes you need that when you come off. You have a bad. Nobody was talking to me anyway. But you in the middle of the game, and it was maybe a rough start, and walking off the field after a bad game. That's the one guy you really want to hear from, because his opinion means the most in that.
Peralta to Adam Frazier with ball one up. And there is a 3-strikeout game, the first of the year in the booth as well. During the bottom of the third, the top of the fourth, who was brilliant as always. Showing what they're seeing, notably on the mound, where Grayson Rodriguez gets a high strike call as part of a 5.
What is it about pitchers? Why do we throw? No.
Oh, that's not fair.
That would be the betterer
changeup. He threw that at bat.
And now he's getting a little bit more.
All right. Why is a quality start? I mean, that seems like it's just an adequate start.
Average 4 2/3 per start.
No, I get that, but I'm saying, you know, going back, quality starts seem like a string.
Game is better than average. For you're an American League starting pitcher with a 4.50 ERA, that's better than most.
3-2, and that's the first walk of the game. Rodriguez puts on the 9-hole hitter Lee. Free swinging Tim Anderson pumps a fastball out of play. Year dealing with some injuries. Anderson holds up. He's just had a really disappointing. Whoa.
Ball arm side and high. That's exactly what happened there.
Here's my go-to miss.
Straighten it out enough there to get Anderson off balance. 6 strikeouts for Gray. Well, the last thing the White Sox need would be another injury at this point. And Benintendi held up. Shutout. And we'll do it again. 2-2. Another changeup. Ground ball to shortstop, and Gunnar Henderson is there. Completed. Peralta out for a second inning. 2 runs in the third, 2 in the fourth. Handshake, so that should be the seal of approval. And they'll get Grace out, it appears, after 95 pitches. Rutschman one.
Well, when you're facing a guy like this, and it's not a great matchup, lefty-righty, you got to.
Was cut loose.
It's still an amazing stat to me.
Saw him were scoreless in an Oriole uniform. Finally gave up a run, a couple of runs his last time out. But he has been outstanding. There's a number.